I'm going to take your souls. We have the power. We decide what's hot. If we don't go, nobody goes. If we don't support, nobody supports. We control what's cool. We control what's hot. We control what your kids listen to, what they dance to. We control what's in video games. We control how they wear their pants, sag their pants. We control everything. But this just sent straight from Philly. The Philly MC said they want that smoke, so we're going to see what y'all got. Meek Mill, you know, you ain't got nothing but air and opportunity to show them how it's done. But Cosmic Kev, he hit me up and told me that Philly on the job. Let's go Philly.
In my life, like, we all grew up in the streets, and we try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time.
Where would you be right now if you were just Meek Mill, who nobody knew, if you didn't have all these powerful people who raised your case?
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
For years, Sean Diddy Combs was seen as one of the most powerful names in music. He built an empire around influence, celebrity, and access. But when lawsuits, investigations, and criminal proceedings began to expose serious allegations around him, the public conversation changed overnight. And as that storm grew, one name that kept surfacing on online speculation was Meek Mill. But here's the problem. The internet moves faster than facts. What starts as a redacted court filing can quickly turn into viral certainty. What begins as speculation can be repeated so many times that people start treating it like proof. And that is exactly what happened in the wider conversation linking Meek Mill to the Diddy controversy. This video is not about repeating rumors as facts. It's about separating three things: what was publicly reported, what was alleged in legal filings, and what the internet decided to believe before all the facts were clear. Because in modern celebrity culture, once your name enters the scandal cycle, it can be almost impossible to pull it back out.
I'm at a point in my life, like, we all grew up in the streets, and we try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am today, and I'm proud of that.
All right, so Meek Mill recently, he's on camera.
Yeah, I guess somebody woke up on with a camera.
No Diddy.
What did he say?
No Diddy.
No Diddy gang
like,
or something.
No Diddy gang, yeah. Like he's just trying to separate himself every chance he gets because he feel like every time he turn around, someone is pointing at him, saying he's part of it or he's gay or whatever the rumors are.
Supposedly there's a guy online claiming to be one of his security guards. Said he was at the Diddy party, standing outside a door that Diddy and Meek was on inside of, and he recorded some audio, which sounds crazy. I ain't believe it, but you got it. The lengths that motherfuckers would go, pause. The lengths that people will go to, like, just to discredit you, or I don't know this guy. I've never seen him in Meek Mill's entourage. I don't know if any of the things that he's saying is true, but it's doing numbers on the internet.
To understand why this story got so big, we need to look at the legal fallout around Sean Combs. Public reporting showed that the criminal case against him ended in a mixed result. According to Reuters, Combs was acquitted on the most serious charges, including racketeering conspiracy and sex trafficking, but he was convicted on 2 transportation for prostitution-related counts. Later, the Associated Press reported that he was sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison. That distinction matters because online commentary often turned the case into something broader and more sensational than the actual courtroom outcome. Once the case exploded in the media, every old photo, every past party clip, every celebrity relationship, and every business connection became part of a giant public dissection. And that created the perfect environment for rumor, guilt by association, and character damage.
Yes, I just saw him the other day. Y'all, stop talking about me.
First
Stop
of all,
saying this.
What do you mean Meek inserted himself in Diddy? I don't like how you said that.
He did not say that. She did not say that. No,
what are you talking about?
No, not in Diddy, but in the Diddy stuff. So he tweeted a couple
and
days.
Diddy don't get bended. Diddy don't get bended. He do the bending. So ain't nobody.
I don't believe that.
Meek tweeted just to put on public record. No, he had tweeted something else before this. He was talking about the little Rod guy or whatever, right? But then he goes to clarify what he actually saw at Diddy parties. He said the craziest thing he's seen at a Puff party is coke vibes, and that's going on at all these parties. I'm from North Philly. I had millions since I was 23. I don't even want to be addicted to weed.
Meek Mill's name gained traction in this controversy, largely because of public speculation around a lawsuit filed by Rodney Lil Rod. In reporting on the filing, Complex noted that one redacted description referred to a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, which led social media users to assume that Meek Mill was the person being referenced. But Complex also made something very important clear. Neither Meek Mill nor Usher was accused of an outright crime in that suit, and their names did not appear publicly in the visible documents. That's where things changed. The legal document itself became less important than what people believed it implied. The audience filled in the blanks, and the speculation took off. This is how internet narratives work now. A redacted clue becomes a trending theory. A theory becomes meme content. Meme content becomes pseudo-reporting, and before long, the rumor itself becomes the headline.
Yo, Sal, what's up?
Yeah, y'all already know how we playing out this motherfucker. This real life.
Real life shit,
nigga,
yeah.
no Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you
Talk
heard?
that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek.
Meek Mills. Well, he said a Philly rapper. You understand? And it was redacted in the paperwork to that because, first of all, it had Meek Mills, it had Stevie J, they had redacted their names, and they had Usher, and they redacted their names and just said a performer of the Super Bowl and a Philly rapper. Everybody kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly.
Meek Mill did respond publicly. Penn Live reported that he strongly denied the rumors after social media users connected him to the redacted description in the Rodney Jones filing. The article noted that the rumors spread because Meek is from Philadelphia and previously dated Nicki Minaj, which matched the descriptions circulating online. Later, Vibe reported that Meek said he wanted to spend $100,000 to hire an investigative team to find out exactly how his name had been tied to the Diddy case and who was pushing those media narratives. He framed it as an effort to clear his name and expose what he saw as a targeted smear campaign. Now, whether people viewed that reaction as anger, frustration, or panic depended largely on what they already wanted to believe. But one thing is clear. Meek understood that in a reputation-driven business, rumors alone can do real damage.
Meek Mills. Well, he said a Philly rapper. You understand? And it was redacted in the paperwork to that because, first of all, it had Meek Mills, it had Stevie J, they had redacted their names, and they had Usher, and they redacted their names and just said a performer of the Super Bowl and a Philly rapper. Everybody kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills.
One of the biggest lessons in this entire story is how fast guilt by association can spread. In the entertainment world, people appear together all the time. They attend the same parties, work with the same executives, move in the same circles, and end up in the same photos. But once one person becomes the center of a scandal, every connection around them starts getting reinterpreted. A picture is no longer just a picture. A public friendship is no longer just a friendship. An appearance at an event becomes evidence. Silence becomes suspicious, and denial becomes damage control. That doesn't mean every suspicion is false, but it does mean the public often collapses the difference between association and proof. For someone like Meek Mill, whose public image is deeply tied to authenticity, toughness, and credibility, being pulled into that type of rumor cycle was especially damaging. The story was no longer just about a lawsuit. It became about public image, masculinity, perception, and internet humiliation.
When Diddy got locked up, Meek Mill came out saying that he'll pay somebody $100 grand to investigate, that he has nothing to do with anything with Diddy.
Man, look, you can't take back what your butthole received. That's just like the video that's coming out with him and Will. With Will Smith getting the Will Smith. You ain't heard the Will Smith footage?
Yeah.
I heard about Will Smith. Then they got the Carl Winslow. Yeah, they got a lot, bro. It's a lot coming out, bro. You know what I'm saying? And let me just keep it to you 1,000, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jaleel White was Reginald Bill Johnson for a very long time.
What made this story so explosive wasn't just the legal angle. It was the social media machine that fed on it. Today, a controversy does not stay inside court records. It gets chopped into clips, live stream reactions, podcast debates, gossip posts, reaction channels, and short-form content. Once that happens, the facts often become secondary to the emotional tone of the story. People start saying, everybody knows. They say there has to be smoke if there's this much noise. They say, why would his name keep coming up if there was nothing there? But repeated claims are not the same as verified facts. And that's what makes stories like this so dangerous. A person can become publicly stained by a conversation that never even reaches a firm legal conclusion about them. The accusation does not need to be proven for the damage to be real.
Meek Mills, you at a Diddy party dressed in matching outfits. Women don't even do that no more, fam. And you got a midget between y'all legs? I knew you was strange when you was bunny hopping for them white boys. Man, come on out the closet, man. Come on.
That he's dressing like, he dressing the same shit. He dressing like Diddy? Hugged up with Diddy?
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man.
When Jeffrey Epstein started showing up in places, white people started saying, hey, man, what is that guy? Who is he? What do he do? How did he become rich? Man, they started giving a pushback. There was never no pushback against Diddy, even with all the rumors of him killing Tupac. So I don't think Diddy just got something on executive. He got something on everybody. I think Diddy done f***ed everybody.
Right now.
So let's slow it down and separate the layers. First, Sean Combs did face serious legal consequences, but public reporting says he was not convicted on every major criminal count. Reuters reported acquittals on sex trafficking and racketeering, along with convictions on transportation-related prostitution counts. AP reported a sentence of 4 years and 2 months. Second, Meek Mill's name became attached to the wider conversation because of social media speculation around redacted descriptions in a lawsuit. Complex explicitly reported that neither Meek Mill nor Usher was accused of an outright crime in that lawsuit. Third, Meek Mill denied the rumors and later publicly pushed for an investigation into why his name was being tied to the case. Everything beyond that is where commentary, interpretation, and speculation took over.
Everybody knew they was just ain't nobody know Dwayne was folding him over like that, taking him to Pound Town. And all these black running around marrying these sitting there convincing other women to go chase a fag. Go get you. Yeah. Look at my isn't he? Can you imagine if he's told the truth about their relationships? I want you to meet my husband. He a fag. Would you like to come over? I'll make cookies.
Now, Jack, you know...
That's what these is doing. Hey, young man, come on over. My husband just wants to touch you for a little while on camera. I promise you, you won't feel a thing. Sniff this.
Okay. So,
Really? You stand on red carpets with and you sell an image of lies. Then you influence the public and ask the public to covet and want your life. Who wants that? Who jealous of that? A bunch of whack too afraid to find a real man and real love. So you marry a get for a Birkin bag and then turn your head while he's fucking a bunch of kids. I don't feel sorry for none of you bitch. Don't y'all sit around writing your books, telling your sob stories. He was a going in. You should have known he was gonna be a You married that and made babies with it. Look at Nicki Minaj. You got bitch and marrying level 3 sex offenders. And do you know since then, she done moved out. She don't live at the house they was living at no more. Kenneth there by herself. She literally got him a zoo. And she fills it with sex who don't mind rough sex. And she lives in another house with the baby.
At this stage, the conversation...
At the center of this whole controversy is one uncomfortable truth. In the digital era, people don't just follow scandals, they build them in real time. They connect dots, they fill in blanks, they replay old footage. They turn suspicion into certainty, and they often do it long before the legal system finishes speaking. The Meek Mill and Diddy controversy tells us as much about the internet as it does about the people involved. It shows how quickly a name can be pulled into a scandal, how hard it is to recover once the rumors stick, and how public narratives can become more powerful than verified evidence. And maybe that is the biggest takeaway of all. In celebrity culture, being accused is one thing, being endlessly discussed is another. But being turned into a symbol of a scandal you may not have legally been proven part of, that is where modern reputation damage becomes almost permanent. So the real question is no longer just what happened behind closed doors. The real question is what happens to truth once the internet takes over the story.
Yeah, damn. All right, well, it's a drought then. It's a drought.
That drought made people crash out. So you know.
It's a drought. What can you give me one celebrity you were surprised to see at a party in a way that you were surprised to see him, male or female? Like, you might have had an idea about him, then you see him like, there ain't no way that this person's doing this with that or doing this like that or whatever.
No.
Okay, yeah, he said, goddamn, I can't do that.
No. Like, after my first year of being working with celebrities, I figured out what it was. I said, oh, so they all like this.
Alcohol.
Huh?
Does it always start with alcohol whenever?
No, a lot of them don't even drink.
Oh.
It's just them.
Just come in like,
bro,
I'm great.
So you got different levels but you got horny men, and then you got real horny men. You feel me?
So, what's the craziest thing you see?
How about the animals? Well, animals were wrong.
Like the craziest thing that she was like, oh, nah, bro, I ain't, nah, bro, it's
I walked in on a guy in a mascot outfit with another person in a mascot outfit, dry humping in the floor.
That's some funny shit to walk into.
Yeah, when I first seen it, I just walked past. I'm like, what the fuck is that going on? So I go to the refrigerator, I give my money.
Fully costumed.
I don't know, man.
This wasn't a Halloween party. It don't even matter, but
this was March. This was
spring break.
They call themselves furries.
Oh.
Oh.
Furry fetish.
I quit on the spot.
I heard of that. See, yeah.
I said, I don't know.
How many? Because you said you have to go to the car lot like that. I'm gonna be in the car.
Yeah.
How many times you be like, I'm gonna just be in the car?
Yeah, so I really started making it my protocol. Like, text me if it get dangerous. I'm gonna come in and demonstrate. You feel me? But
At this point,